Hello. Welcome to Corey's Trivia Results Show. And sorry for the lateness, had technical difficulties. But now I'm here, and let me bring my panel in. Here we go. Why I have two David Coronas? Well, let me bring in this David Corona. Ask him that question. Coming in. Oh, he disappeared. Okay. Is he over at this one? I'll do him last. Coming in, my brother from Utah. My brother, David McNiner.
What's good, Corey?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Sorry for the lateness. Have technical difficulties.
Yeah, all right. I was just glad you're okay.
Yeah. Coming in, my other brother from Stockton, California. He's a special team, and his name is Brian Cook.
Hey, Corey. Hey, David. Thanks, guys.
Now, this man do a lot for me, too. He's my brother. And he lived close to Seattle, to Seahawks Town. My brother, no border sports.
I can confirm we are brothers. How's it going, everybody?
Fine. Sorry I'm a little late. Had some technical difficulties.
Oh, you're good, sir. As long as we're here and you're good, we're good.
Coming in, he's another Seahawks fan. He's a Seahawks fan, I mean. He lives in Seattle. He represents his team. He's my brother, even though he's a Seahawks fan, but he's still my brother. Joe Stevens.
How's it going, guys?
Fine,
What up, Joe?
doing? Now, hashtag P-Cup, my man. Coming in, David Corona.
What's up, everybody?
Now, David, is this somebody else? Maybe this John J saying you. I got two David Coronas in here. Did you come in and then went out and come back in?
Yeah, I did.
And let me check and make sure this is you. It says David Corona, W. Oh, I think this is John J.
Yeah, it's probably him.
John J, you need to make sure because I almost delete this one. Coming in all the way from Daly City, my brother, John J.
I knew it.
What's up?
You got the wrong name.
What are you talking about? This is John Jay.
I know. You got the wrong name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see you guys in the second
Yeah,
round.
he also believes that basketball jerseys are supposed to have sleeves on them. So
Yeah.
Man, David Corona, when'd you switch from the Lakers to the Warriors, bro?
Yeah.
Never that. We see the Warriors in the second round
Yeah, whatever.
if they win a away game.
That's true. Yep.
So, David McNiner, how was your day?
It was good. I got to go grind out some more concrete and fix the foundation at my mom's house. We'll grind out a crack and fill it in. That way, it, is proper. But the thing is you got to wait for it to be dry for everything to actually work right. So she's like, "Come up and fix it now." I'm like, "It's too wet. Like, can't do anything with it until it dries out."
Okay.
Wow, that guy kind of looks like a hobo, Bryant, the Redskins guy.
Oh, wow. That was when I saw that, I was like, no wonder they tried to get rid of that name. Like, if that's the mascots you're gonna do, holy Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real quick, send a couple people some pictures of some of the mascots I found, and I'd like to have you guys all back on and do that again. Revisit the mascots, like part 2, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I'm looking at the Raiders mascot. Like, I remember these things that were like, they were balls, but they were mad. I can't remember the name of them back in the day.
They were balls.
That's what that looks like.
Angry balls.
Yeah, they were like, they were balls, but they had mad faces on them.
Oh,
I can't remember what
football.
they were called. I'm gonna have to look at that.
No, they're like weren't they like a squirt toy? Did they have a face on
Yeah.
it with like
Squeeze
a
'em and
hole
you
in the
can throw
middle?
'em. You can
And
squeeze
yeah,
them and throw 'em
yeah.
and make sounds. Oh no, and like all kinds of other stuff.
I think you're
They were
talking about.
fun.
Oh no, is Bill, Mr. Bill. Oh no.
Ew.
Mike Schlegel had a Mr. Bill. She loved to fuck
Bryant?
that thing up.
John Jerry West J.
Yes, Corey.
How was your day today?
Pretty good. I got to hang out at the house after the show. Watch John's show. It was a really good show, and did a little research with my wife for her upcoming show. My grandmother's in town. She lives in Indiana, so she's out for the week. So I've got to see her a little bit today. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Hello, Bebop Jones. How you doing?
What up, Bebop?
David Corona.
Uh,
How
my
you
day
doing?
is good.
How was your day today?
My day was good. I went to church this morning and just kicking back today.
Okay, no umpire today?
Nah, not today.
No.
Day off today.
No umpire strikes back.
Nope.
Joe, how you
doing?
doing today? How was your
Oh,
day?
terrific. Great. Not much.
Still your birthday weekend, huh? Still celebrating your birthday. That's good.
Happy birthday again, Bebop.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Ryan, sing it again, and I'll add the right part at the end because nobody else got it.
Okay.
This morning I listened.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Bitches.
If you don't know about the Men's Room, you should look into them. They're a great show. They're a radio show up here in Washington, and these guys are hilarious. Like, imagine a radio show, kind of like the Friday night show, but with actual talented people and not having to focus around frozen pee bottles for laughs. It's interesting.
The call-in.
They have Ted versus the FCC, where they make him say tongue twisters, and the tongue twisters set him up to where he says words that can get him to lose his job by saying bad words live on the radio. So he's got to do these tongue twist. Oh, maybe we should do that. We can't mute anybody. We can't mute anybody. We can't do that because they'll be dropping bad words for reals. I guess we could do that. We could do that and then put them in a timeout. Anyway, talk later.
Let me see hello, Steve-O. Hello, Ryan. No Border Sports. How was your day today?
Crazy day. It's been crazy. Been making content, been talking with you guys, all the above. Gotta go in for my FedEx job tomorrow. So hopefully that'll be the clinching of everything. We won't have to worry about it anymore. I can get back to working and I get some money coming in. But yeah.
Jobs, right?
You
Yep.
passed your test yet?
My test.
Never mind.
He'll borrow some from you when he needs to pass.
I don't have to take a test.
He's
I don't have
asking you if he needs to ship you that frozen,
I don't have to take a test until I know I can pass the test.
Oh,
How's that?
okay.
Hey, Darwin Ravens. I hope you having a great day, great night, and enjoy that dinner.
Yep.
What up, Levi? Don't forget to DM me your lists so I can
He didn't
put
do
together
it yet?
those. Yeah, you should DM
What's up,
him
bro?
the picture of the thumbnail for the draft show so he knows how serious we're being. We're pulling out all the stops, Darwin.
That lazy son of a bitch.
All the stops.
I shared it. I did my part. Joe was like, "Did you see it yet?" I'm like, "No." Went on, hit the like button, and shared it. So I'm trying to stay on top of it.
See, Levi, we need people like this.
Hi, Damian Lee. How you doing?
Tell you what, DM me so I could DM you what I need because I can't DM you for some reason last time I looked. So just DM me because mine are open and I'll hit you with the list. I need essentially like the top picks of day 2, top 3 picks of day 2, and top 3 picks of like day 3. You know what I mean? So we don't want these people to be gone by the day that I'm putting them on the thumbnail, but we want them to be like some of the best picks, so like it looks like we know what we're talking about. So when somebody goes, "Oh yeah, ooh, look at that." So
Hello,
that's what I'm
Nathan
looking for.
Z. Hope
What's
your
up,
day's
Nathan?
going good.
Maybe an alternate too, Darwin, just in case I can't find good pictures.
I sent you a link in Facebook if you want to come on, Nathan. I sent the link.
Oh,
to
we
your
got Eric
Facebook.
Wallace in the house too.
Hey, Eric. Congratulations on winning the game, Dynasty game yesterday.
Oh, did he?
And he got a 49
Oh, yeah,
patch.
he won the 49er patch.
What you plan on doing with that patch?
Well, Corey, maybe you could
Oh.
trade him. Maybe you could find a Seahawks patch and work out an arrangement where you send him a Seahawks patch and Niner Sickness sends you the Niners patch.
Well, now he's entered to win the flag, and that's the whole reason Beto was doing it. Is that. All right, hold on a second. Let me start my camera up again here. All right, so that flag right there. That's what all the winners are going to be in a duck race for that flag right there. So Now Eric's entered to win. He not only won a patch, he's entered the duck race to win that flag. So he's a good guy. I'm sure he has someone he might give it to.
I'm revenge of the sixth guy. Yeah. Hello, John Jay. John Jay, you still with me? I lost you.
Bebop wants all the Keef. All right.
Yeah, Corey.
How was your day today?
Let's see, hanging out on streams all day. Did my own stream.
Yeah, I missed it.
Then I spoke to one of my cousins. He went fishing, caught a big fish, and so they're gonna have a little barbecue. Don't know how you barbecue a fish, but they're gonna grill a fish, so they're gonna have fun.
Only way
John.
to cook a fish.
John.
Smoke it.
Oh. You could smoke it, you could barbecue it, you can grill it. The natives out here, bro, you know how they do it? They just put it on some cedar boards, stick it through some, not cedar, but alder, I think it is. And then they just lean it up against, stick it in the ground and lean it towards the fire, and it just let it cook there. It's some of the best salmon you'll ever have. It's just cooked on a stick right in front of the fire.
Cool.
My family, my dad's side, lives in the state of Washington. And I don't know if you guys know where Morton, Washington is,
I don't.
but there's a campground in the middle of the city, and there's this, river there, and the salmon hatchery, pulls up a truck and just drops all the salmon that they're artificially breeding right back into the system right there.
Yep.
And and there's actually rules about when you're fishing. Number one, you can't snag. If you're snagged, they take your stuff, and you're handed a $500 fine right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
But and there's another rule about the ones you keep. There's a fin on the back of the fish, and if it's cut
Depends on the
off,
river.
you can keep that. Yes.
Depends on the river.
But if it's cut off, you can keep that fish. If it's
Rules
not cut off, you have to put that fish back.
rules could differentiate even on the fork of
Oh.
a river. Like on the north and
Yeah,
the south
it's-
fork can
I was
differentiate.
looking at a fishing proclamation going, how do you guys actually keep up with this? Do you just read on wherever you're going? Do you read up on it that day?
There's-
Because this
there's
is
a-
insane. I mean, that
There's a book.
thing was like,
Yep, there's a book, and you got it. And so a lot of people, you just kind of find good spots from what the people are, and then you just kind of know where the spot is, and you can kind of figure out. Also, like, with certain salmon, you can't use certain colors. You know what I'm saying? And certain
Yep.
things. So it's like there's all sorts of regulations on the rivers. It's
I see.
crazy.
I see the natives like throw outright nets.
They're allowed to
in the
But they're-
hood.
but
the
they
Hood
also,
River, they throw nets
around
in
here, they're in charge of essentially keeping nature keep coming back. So if anybody can do the nets thing, it's the people who are actually they not only do they pay for it, but they enforce the laws and stuff like that. Like once they took over, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, look, the tribes are hard to mess with, but when it comes down to it, they've got the best interest in mind, and they do it right. So it's like they can, like the Tulalip tribes, they could go out and hunt whales. They don't do that all the time. You know what I mean? Like I can't remember when the last time they did it was, but that's like we've got our right. We're not gonna necessarily use it every year, or anytime we can. We're not gonna do that because it's gonna hurt the population. You know what I mean? But at any point, if they felt they need to, they would go out and do it. But they would do it in a way where it wasn't, they would try and find a smart way of doing it. Find an old one, boom, hit it up. Yeah.
But I mean, we would fish until we had enough keepers to actually fill the smoker, and the smoker actually looked like an old school outhouse. Just so no one would mess with it. And I mean, there's nothing better than smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon is
Okay,
amazing.
Darwin want to know, what do I need to DM again?
I think I told him already.
Okay. Eric says, I had chicken fingers at baseball game, Steve-O. Well, he's talking Steve-O. Steve-O, I'm late night. Okay. He's just going to stay in the chat. My back hurts. Okay.
You're too young for your back to be hurting, boy.
Yeah. That
I
was
got back pain every day.
Yeah, me
that
too.
was the crazy part. LOL.
I'm 46 years old, and at the age of like 10, I was taught by a guy that was 76 how to lift. Straight up, he taught me how to lift, and he actually still had a good back at 76. So I 100% paid attention to him, and like I said, I'm 46, and I will not stray away from what he taught me.
I'm an
I
idiot.
don't have back issues.
Nathan, go to the chiropractor.
Hey, Brian, I was going to ask you, so I missed your mascots rankings or whatever. Which one did you have for the Seahawks? Did you have Blitz, Boom, or did you have Tama, the Hawk?
So the hawk is the guy that's the actual bird, right? Or which one's the actual
Yeah.
bird?
Tama's the Hawk.
So
But I wouldn't.
if they have different jerseys on, or are they different names? Because that's what I would like to do too, is go a little bit more in depth with some of the mascots, because I've seen white jerseys, blue jerseys, green jerseys. The one that we had, I'll send you a picture of it on Twitter. But he
It was a person though, right?
Yeah, it was a person.
Okay, because we have Blitz, who is the person in the suit, and then we have Boom, who's another one that came along like 5 years ago, and then we have an actual hawk that flies out of the tunnel. Tama the Hawk.
Yeah. So like you guys have an animal. I believe the Broncos have an animal, a real animal, and I believe the Dolphins have a real dolphin. So that's
What's up, Seahawks? Eddie.
What's up, Eddie?
What up, Seahawk Eddie? Thanks for stopping in, bruh. Always appreciate you.
Okay, make sure y'all hit that like button if you're enjoying the show right now.
And if you're
Hit
not,
that
still hit the like button.
Yep.
That's exactly it, Bebop. Eat right, treat your body right, and then you can be the auntie slayer.
Right.
Oh man.
I can't wait for Halloween. I'm going to get a cape and a costume that actually says that.
Hey, Eric, I'm just warning you. Last time I got a 49ers patch sent to me, my septic got kind of plugged up a little bit. So I prefer not using it as toilet paper.
Ooh, shots fired.
That's funny. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Tommy. Did the Warriors win today, or they look?
They won by 1 point.
Ex-Corona.
They won by 1 point.
He was so happy on
Don't ask me, ask you.
TRL
You watched
stream.
it.
You were so happy on
Don't
TRL.
ask me, ask you. I didn't watch the
You were
game.
so happy. You were like, yeah, they won.
I wouldn't even put you guys in the second round.
Okay.
Your Lakers won yesterday, right?
Yeah, they won yesterday by 10. 111 to 101.
You guys got an easy opponent.
We see you guys in the second round. If you guys could pull it off. If you guys could win away.
All we gotta do is play defense, and we'll be unstoppable.
And stomp on people's chests.
Wow.
Yeah, Monmouth Green. He plays dirty.
I know.
You know
Well,
it.
the guy probably shouldn't have grabbed his freaking leg. He should have been suspended too. So
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. Like I have no
Okay.
problem with you suspending him, but obviously that dude was pulling some shit, and you spent all that time watching the video, and you didn't think, oh, maybe we should get rid of that guy and send a message to him. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. I
You
just
should have
read
sent a
Tommy's comment.
message to both people.
I just read Tommy's comment. I'm not gonna even say it.
What's Tommy doing?
He's goofing around like he always does. He's never serious for some reason.
Oh yeah, Tommy just
What's
goes
up,
for the
Tommy?
broke. His
I heard you and Tommy
girlfriend
have a
won't
bet.
let him come on the live chats anymore.
Yeah.
I heard
If
you
that
and
tells
Tommy
you
have a
anything.
bet. I heard he said you guys
I'll
do
be right
25
back.
25 push-ups if the Lakers lose.
Yeah, right.
The ups bench. Oh, it's the real Rudy. The real Rudy.
Hey, Rudy. What's up, fellas? Props,
David.
Corey Davis on the road getting grandkids dinner. Later, guys.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, this is the real Rudy,
Yeah.
not the fake Rudy. I was talking to him. I was watching this show. Was it Saturday night? Yeah, I think it was Saturday night. I was watching this show. And he was talking about the fake Rudy that's going around.
The fake Rudy.
He didn't really go at him, but he said he thinks Jim Everett doing that.
Jim Everett the Great.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but can't prove it. Jim Everett said he didn't do it.
Look at this guy.
Rudy the Goat.
Yeah, right. Lakers in 5.
Oh man.
What's up, John Jay?
Oh, what's up, Seahawks, Eddie?
What's up,
What's
Seahawks, Eddie?
Mm.
Bebop Jones. What's up?
When
Oh,
no,
that's wrong. Seahawks, Eddie. That's wrong.
Yep, that's right.
Seriously, in
That's
6.
right. In 5.
Oh,
when No
man.
Border Sports, I give the results when No Border Sports come back. When Ryan come back.
Let's talk about David Corona is a secret Memphis Grizzly fan. I saw your closet. You have Warriors and
Here we go.
Grizzlies.
Seahawks.
You smoking some good kush.
John? No, he's straight edge.
Yeah.
Oh, I know he is. Going
So how you gonna tell me he's smoking kush?
playoff. No.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, right.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, so David McNiner, you went 7 out of 8.
Ooh.
So you didn't have a good one this time. You missed the first one. Got the second one right. Got the third one right. Missed the fourth one. Missed the fifth one and the sixth one. 7 1. Then you got number 8 right. Then you got number 9 right. Then you got 10 wrong. Then you got 11 right. You got 12 wrong. Then you got number 13 right. Then you got 14 right. but then you missed the last one wrong. John Jay, you went 8 out of 7. You got first one wrong. You got the second one right. You got the third one right. You missed number 4. You missed number 5. And you missed number 6. And you missed number 7. And you got number 8 right. You got number 9 right. You got number 10 right. You got number 11 right. Then you got number 12 wrong. And then you got number 13 right. And you got number 14 right. And you missed the last one. No border sports.
Oh,
You went 4 out of 11.
oh my God.
You got first one right. You got the second one right. And you got the third one right. But when I first started, I said, "Oh, looks like no border sports you're doing good." But then 4 you got wrong, 5 you got wrong, 6 you got wrong, 7 you got wrong, 8 you got correct, number 9 you got wrong, number 10 you got wrong, number 11 you got wrong, number 12 you got wrong, number 13 you got wrong, number 14 you got wrong, and number 15 the last one.
Is there any hope for me?
I hope so.
I cannot confirm, sir. I cannot confirm.
Nathan Z, I know you in the chat, so you went 7 out of 8. You got first one wrong. You got the second one correct. You got the third one correct. You got the number 4 wrong. Number 5 wrong. Then you got number 6 correct. Then you got 7 wrong. Then you got 8 right. Then you got 9 right. Then you got 10 wrong. Then you got 11 right. Then you got 12 right. And then you got 13 wrong. Then you got 14 wrong. And you got 15 wrong. Everybody seemed to miss the last one. David Corona, you went 7 out of 8. You tied Nathan. You got the first one wrong. You got the second one wrong, correct. You got the third correct. Then you got number 4 wrong. You got number 5 wrong. You got number 6 wrong. You got number 7 wrong. Then you got number 8 right. You got number 9 right. You got number 10 right. You got number 11 right. And then you got number 12 wrong. You got number 13 right. Then you missed the last 2, 14 and 15 you got wrong.
Damn.
Bebop Jones, you went 6 out of 9. Okay.
Better than 4 out of 11. Corey just can't help himself. He said you thought there was hope. That laugh begs the differ.
But I'll tell you that in a minute. Then Bebop got first one wrong. I say he went on. He got the first one wrong. He got the second one right. He got the third one right. He got the fourth wrong. He got the 5 wrong. He got number 6 wrong. He got number 7 wrong. Then he got number 8 right. He got number 9 right. He got number 10 wrong. He got number 11 right. He got number 12 wrong. And then he got number 13 wrong. Then he got 14 right. And then everybody missed the last one. Brian Cup, you went 6 out of 9. So you tied with Bebop Jones on that one.
Good number.
You got first one wrong, second one correct, number 3 wrong, number 4 wrong, number 5 wrong, no correct, and number 6 correct, Number 7, wrong. Number 8, wrong. Number 9, wrong. Number 10, wrong. Number 11, wrong. And then you got number 12, right. Number 13, right. And number 14, right. And missed the last one, like I said. Everybody seemed to got the last one wrong. And Joe, you wasn't here for it.
I got DNF.
Yeah. Jones and Carcast wasn't here. Me, I also went 6 out of 9. I got the first one correct, the second one correct, the third correct, fourth wrong, fifth wrong, sixth wrong, 7 wrong, 8 correct, 9 wrong, 10 correct, 11 wrong, 12 correct, 13 wrong, 14 wrong, and also 15. I missed the last one too. Now YTC, if he was here, he went 9 out of 6, and he got 1 correct, 1 wrong, 3 correct, number 4 correct, number 5 correct, number 6 correct, number 7 wrong, number 8 correct, number 9 correct, number 10 wrong, number 11 wrong. And then he got number 12 correct, and number 13 correct. And then he got 14 wrong, and he missed his last one too. He got number 15 wrong. And so the total of everybody, David McNiner, he won 75 out of 50. John Jay is 69 out of 52. And No Border Sports and David Corona are tied with 53 out of 72.
I'm gonna have to start cheating.
We tied.
Do I need to start freezing my pee or something? This is making me question all parts of my life.
Wow.
Nothing.
Brian Cup.
We've been tied since like 3 weeks
No.
already.
No, I was ahead of you.
I came up.
Brian Cup,
Just the week.
50 out of 75.
We're tied. You didn't even come up. You're tied.
Yeah, we tied.
That ain't
Tied.
bad. Yeah, 75. That's not bad. I'm doing good.
It's the
got
lucky
50 out
bottle of
75.
Tono.
Did you hear me? 50 out of 75. Nathan Z, he has 48 out of 37. YTC is 53 out of 32. Joe, you still at 25 and 45 because you missed last week. Me, Bob Jones, you're 23 out of 25. Carcast still 10 out of 20, and I'm 17 out of 13. So, right now, David is still in the lead, but he can fall off. Now, with next week, Wednesday, is going to be first No Border Sports, then Brian Cup, then Nathan Z.
I checked that. I don't got no game that day.
Okay, John Jay, David McNiner, And if you come in, David Corona.
All right, I'll be in.
Then chapter 9, not chapter, Bebop Jones, then me, then YTC. I'll be have to hang out when I can do him. I might have to do him Wednesday too. We might have to come in. We have to do it all together.
You gonna do him on
YTC,
Wednesday? Is he gonna be
I came
taking the
in-
D?
I came in late on that stream, and YTC didn't seem like he was. He was probably thinking he was doing horrible.
Yeah,
But
he is.
9 and 6 is pretty good. So
Yeah. And then if Carcats come in, he'll be then Joe Stevens.
I'm just glad I'm not going first this week, because sometimes it takes a minute for my brain to grasp the question that book is asking, because it asks some pretty crazy questions. It'll give you a twist, a turn, and an uphill battle on the wall, all in the same question.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, my man. I'm missing a lot of these chats. Where's my last chat? Okay.
Hey, the platform 246, Lawrence is up in this B. What up, Lawrence?
What up, Lawrence?
Oh,
What's
he's
up,
asking.
Carcas?
He's asking about the frozen pea cup. Oh.
Oh no.
It's your fault,
Hey.
David Corona. Don't get mad at us.
Hey,
Nah,
Carcas.
Not
Missed you
tonight.
last week.
On Friday.
Missed you
Hey.
last week.
Platform, you need to go to my my homepage and look up one of my shorts, and it's titled "I Feel Sorry for the Guys She's About to." Okay, and then tell me what you think in the comments below. I know you're gonna have some thoughts. Woo! It's amazing. I feel sorry for the guys she's about to. Yes. Did someone say 9 and 6? Sounds like you could coach for the Colts. They're okay with mediocrity. Oh, Darwin.
Ooh.
He's cooking right now. He took time out of his day. Like, he stopped from stirring something, potentially to burn something so he could write that burn. Just saying. He's definitely burning something. Game over. I remember one time I was putting beer on the shelf, and I turned around and there was my sophomore, my football coach when I was a sophomore, and my study skills teacher in high school. And I look over, I'm like, whoa, Pell? He's like, yeah.
Hey, Tony Cup.
I go, what up, man?
Yeah,
He's like,
too.
how's it going? I say, what's your favorite? Now that we're old enough, what's your flavor? And he goes, I don't drink beer. I like whiskey. I go, makes sense. And that's how we went. Let's see. I'm reading the private chat. Does anybody see in the private chat here? It seems like there's a lot of useful information here in the private chat. Steph Corona Curry said David Corona is a Warrior, Padres, and Rams fan.
Yeah, right. He's tripping.
Elbow cough. I hate how this stupid thing just like.
John Jay's a Colorado Rockies fan.
That doesn't make any sense, dude, because I have makes no sense. My jokes make sense because it's all true. You say you're a Cowboys and a Rams fan.
No, I know no Cowboys.
Yes, you said. I got timestamps.
God damn, I look motherfucking good.
The Cowboys do.
Oh,
They do
Oh,
yes.
dude, I just watched that.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Platform 246.
Damn. Confidence is king. Drugs also
What's
help.
happening? Platform 246.
Yeah, the Cowboys definitely practice in Southern California. So if you were a Cowboy fan, Corona, I mean, it's not really like you're rooting against the California state, you know.
True.
I'm not no Cowboys. I'm a 49er fan.
That's not what
That's
you
why I
told
like
me, PC.
But
Huh?
that's why I like you, because you're a Niner fan, you know. But
Yeah, exactly.
if anybody bags on you when you are wearing Cowboy stuff, tell them, hey, they are California team.
Nah,
I threw the grapevine.
I'm good on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear Cowboys either.
Nah, I burn those jerseys.
Shout out to David Corona.
How many
Hey, yo,
Cowboys
opening-
jerseys have you burned? Just wondering.
0. He wears them.
Nah,
Cowboys
what I'm
jerseys
saying, like,
also
it's-
don't flush well.
I don't got no.
David Corona doesn't know.
What?
He uses them as toilet paper and then tucks them
Yeah,
in
exactly.
plastic bags.
Damn.
John Jay's Oakland A's is leaving to Vegas.
Platform. I will put the link in the chat if you want to come on.
I've never been an Oakland A's fan. Never.
Yeah, you did. You said you're an Oakland A's fan.
Nope. I said I
Oh,
lived
yeah.
in Oakland. That's different. Living in
Lauren-
a place doesn't.
Lawrence definitely saw it. He said drugs are bad for you, miss.
I'm gonna take a lot of drugs tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
I'm gonna go
Some
get a
things
tap.
you need to keep a secret. Keep
Yes.
it to yourself.
I don't worry about it. I don't give.
Yeah, he's got frozen pee. Why would he have to worry about it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
what's
a
your
tap
doctor's
tomorrow
name again?
right here. Mr. P.
Mr. P. Mr. Peabody?
I thought your doctor was named Dr. Pepper.
Dad,
Hey.
Dr. Pepper.
Do any of you guys use Spotify?
No.
No.
Nah.
No. Okay. Good.
Joe's made it to the big time. He's now on Spotify.
No, that's actually not what I was about to say. I was about to
Oh.
say that The Chronic, Dr. Dre, his first album, officially released on Spotify for the first time. I just noticed that. It's never been there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
That's the second one.
That's the 2001. Yes, I know. I know them all.
All two
And
of
Doggy
them?
Style.
Yeah, Doggy Style just released on Spotify.
Doggy
too.
Doggy Style is probably my favorite out of all of them. But that 2001, bro,
It
that
hits
was like
hard.
the soundtrack of high school to me.
Not
Like
me,
senior
but-
year. Oh yeah. Junior and senior year. That was all. Yeah.
My high school soundtrack, what was most popular would probably be like Fetty Wap for sure.
Shot fire.
I do like Doggy Style better than The Chronic, I think.
Tommy says the Chronic smokes all those, Ryan. To each their own. I know a lot of people that really like Doggy Style better than the Chronic. It's all about your mood. You know what I mean? Like Snoop Dogg wasn't all about that gangster rap, and there was times where kick back and you're funkin' and you know, like, dude, the beat for G's and Hustlers goes hella hard. You and them back with them French braids. What you want to be when you grow up?
I'm gonna be a West Coaster.
My name's Snoop, and I'm gonna be a mother hustler. You better
I'm a
act
West.
somebody.
West. In that Kush.
You know what song I like that I don't think was on an album was Deep Cover. I think it was just on that movie, right?
I got this song named Chill Bill stuck in my head today.
With the whistle.
Yeah. Well, it's the Kill Bill, it's the Kill Bill thing. So like,
I didn't even know that was.
oh yeah. Shout out to Kill Bill, the first one. Oh my God, that movie's amazing. Second one, not so much. Still good, but not as good as the first one. First Kill Bill was amazing.
Rob Stone, 2 Damn Phones.
Yep. Rob Stone, 2 Damn Phones. I'm not saying Dr. Dre wasn't a genius. I'm not. Him, Dr. Dre, and Primo are probably the best producers. Well, I can't even say.
I think
but
Tupac
Primo
was the best.
What? Shut
Tupac.
up! Wait your turn. He wasn't a
No, you
producer, bastard.
I don't care.
Jesus Christ! Coming here with that weak shit.
Weak shit. Okay.
Go back to liking the Warriors.
That's an L right there.
No, but Primo is the king of the 4/4 beat. Like, I don't know anybody who can make another 4/4 beat that just doesn't slap like Primo does. So
DJ Mustard is really good. No comments. Oh, hey, shit, no.
Oh, here's Jim Everett. The
Hey,
great
Jim Everett, are you still watching?
them old 49ers championship.
Oh, yeah, that
looking
just came in.
funny in the light, dusty light.
You like this?
oh, zoom in. Oh, you should have zoomed in a little bit more.
It
Oh,
started.
that's
Oh,
a Jim
boy.
Everett card.
Oh, that's a Jim Everett card.
Oh boy, that sucks.
Jim Everett's not gonna come in here. He's no, I'm joking.
Do you want this back? Do you want this?
Oh, look at that. That's a nice Jim Everett card you got there, Ryan.
He's gonna come in here. He said,
I
"Don't."
saved it.
Yeah, we got a lot. We're good. See, it's awesome with Jim Everett because you can get any Rams player's card. You can buy them in bulk 40 for like 10 cents?
10 cents.
Yeah, that ain't no big deal. Jim Everett said that
says-
card was worth a lot of money. Yeah, when toilet paper was the shortage of toilet paper, I remember that. Everybody was using Jim Everett.
Yeah, it probably that's the exact time it probably would have been.
Okay, guess what?
What?
Guess what I heard last night?
Oh, you heard something?
That the Rams are going to win the NFC West. They are going back to the
No,
Super
that's a
Bowl.
lie. That's a lie. That's not gonna happen.
They're going to probably be in the Super Bowl. Jim Everett said they're going to win. That's what he said.
Super Bowl 84?
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. He said that card was worth a lot of money, Joe.
No,
Only
it
during
wasn't.
the TP shortage, yes.
That's a lie. It's a lie.
Jim Everett, the number one Niner fan, Tommy says.
Who's the Rams quarterback this year now that Baker's gone?
Nobody.
Trash.
They believe
They got Kelly Stafford. Oh, I mean, yeah. No, I really
Trash.
mean that.
Trash.
Matt Stafford's super cool, especially like when people fall off stage and then he's just kind of like, oh, whatever. I don't care.
Right? Is she on the team? It doesn't matter.
Niners quarterback.
49ers running back crisis could be a disaster if you don't start Trey.
Now he's just being dumb. He's just being stupid.
I just think their quarterback's cool because he's like, you know what? There was probably 50 people at their parade, right? So
No,
It's like, who needs the 50th one, the 51st one? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got 50 here. Why do we need to worry about the 51st?
I was just thinking like 2% of their parade fell off the stage. So
You know, when I turned 11, I was so over watching the garbage truck go by. It wasn't funny.
Oh, so you don't want to watch the Rams anymore?
Is
Is that what you're saying?
49er, damn. He's questioning.
Corona?
Oh
He's
my
How long
God.
you have been a 49er fan? He
He's
says.
questioning your 49er fanhood.
All my life.
When did you switch from being a Seahawks fan to a Niners
Never that. Never that.
Oh, Jim Ever has something else to say.
When did you first start watching the Warriors?
Superstar Matthew Dime Stafford.
15?
Healthy.
When the Lakers always beat the Warriors.
That's not
So
true.
that's when you started watching the Warriors, is when the Lakers beat them?
Yep.
So what, the
Okay.
70s?
Yes.
Superstar Matthew Dime Stafford.
He's been watching the Warriors that long. That's crazy.
No.
You just
Rams
said
will
it.
have 70. Hold on. We will have 75 million free agent next year. Rams offense is stacked.
Offense is stacked with what? Cooper Cup?
Is that Steve-O? Is that Steve-O trolling?
It might be. I don't know. Joe,
Yeah.
in the Rams, they was talking about your team too. They was talking last night, talking about your quarterback. He said that they said that Geno Smith would not repeat what he did this year.
Nah. He's
That's
So what has
He
Matt
said
Stafford
Geno. He
shown
said
that
Geno Smith
has?
sucks. That's what he's saying.
Wait a minute,
Again,
Carlo. Wait a minute, David Cronin. Let me hear from Joe.
My question is, what has Geno Smith shown, or what has Matthew Stafford shown that Geno Smith hasn't? Matthew Stafford still doesn't scare me. I really don't care if he's playing quarterback for them or not. Am I wrong? Do you guys disagree? Because he really is. I think Kyler Murray scares me more than Matt Stafford does.
Yeah,
Kyler has those beady eyes, and then he's short, so he can hide and stuff. Matthew Stafford, I mean, he's a big guy, so you'd see him coming. I agree. Kyler's kind of scary.
yeah. But the Rams were showed talking about the 49ers. Then they went from the 49ers to the Seahawks. Then they went from the Seahawks to the Buffalo Bills. I'm like, all because this guy on the Buffalo Bills made a statement. Made a statement about they don't want to do what the Rams doing, tearing the team apart. So they was upset about that last night. And then Rudy showed a video of what's that guy name? The girlfriend that the daughter of the guy that Trey Lance dated and broke up with.
Colin Coward.
Yeah, he said something about the NFC West. He talked about he said,
Howard.
I don't see the 49ers, even though they got all these weapons, but they don't know who their quarterback is. And I'm like, that's true, but and then he said, I don't think Geno Smith is gonna repeat what he did this season. And he said he talked to Lovely about the Rams. He said, "Oh, Rams got a quarterback.
Of course he did.
The Rams got a defensive lineman. The Rams this and Rams that.
If you go on Colin Coward's YouTube page, try to find him find him talking about the Russell Wilson trade right after it happened. It's all taken down. Every single video of it taken down.
Why is that?
Why? Because he hates being wrong.
Oh,
That's him. He was saying how the Seahawks were going to have 1 to 2 wins next season, how the Broncos were going to be a Super Bowl contender. Look at how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
oh. We should just make sure we go and archive all his videos. You know what I'm saying?
Other people have, and that's how I found it. The audio is a little off, but yeah. Hate that guy. He claims to be a Northwest guy. He hasn't lived here since like 1983. Doubt he's even been back.
Oh, no, yeah. He says, I am from the great state of Washington.
No, he's not. When you move out, when you turn 18 and never come back, that doesn't make you a Northwest guy.
And know what else Rams said? They believe they're going to beat the 49ers once, and we're going to switch.
Yeah, right.
We're going to win one, and they win one.
I mean, division, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The divisional games are always close, it seems like, no matter how shitty or good one team is on one side. So it wouldn't surprise me. Say the 49ers go 4-2 in the division next year, it really wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that sentiment. I was saying this all regular season. Besides the Cardinals game, like the Rams games, we didn't blow them out, but it wasn't competitive. And you guys, the first game, I don't know what happened, but the second game was competitive.
I'd like to see us sweep the division, but going 4-2, I wouldn't be surprised. And my hot take for the night would be watch out for the Cardinals. I think they're going to be our 2 losses.
I really don't see it, dude.
Oh my God.
It's going to be like on special teams. They're going to have like a fake punt. Or
That's the
something
most
like that.
tepid take I've ever heard before in my life.
I'm just telling you. Watch
It's
out
very
for Kyler
hot.
Murray.
I'll give him that.
Just watch out for
Thank you,
Kyler
Commander.
Murray. If he's not playing video games and he's on, he's going to be on.
He won't be playing till week 8 though.
We probably won't play them until the end of the season
Yeah, that's true too.
because they're so hot over there.
Yeah.
I have a
can play
stat
it.
for you guys, even though stats are for losers.
Where's the stat?
So the NFC West has had the same 4 teams in it since 2002, right? So in that span, the Cardinals have won the division 3 times, the Rams have won the division 4 times, the 49ers 5 times, and the Seahawks have won it 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about that one there? Starting to look
Seems
drama
like
in chat.
seems like we need to catch up.
Yep.
And the Rams are screwed, and so are the freaking Cardinals.
I don't see the Cardinals or the Rams. This is going to be me being Colin Coward next year and being an idiot and asking you guys.
It's going to be the 49ers or the Seahawks, like right there, like last year.
It's probably going to be the same thing because, again, I don't see the Rams like Jim Everett and Rudy can say whatever, bullshit they want. But at the end of the day, the Seahawks find a way every year. And I think I said it on Friday night. Since Pete Carroll's been there, he's only had 2 losing seasons. But the first one was his first year, and they still made the playoffs. So technically, only one season they were under 500.
Hawks robbed Denver with Wilson.
3 times.
Great. And drafted great.
It was 10, 11, and 21 were the losing seasons we had. But yeah, 10, we made the playoffs and beat the Aints.
Mm-hmm. That run is still epic. I don't care who anyone says. With Marshawn Lynch, like I thought he was taken down and he just kept bumping and like no one could just No, like no one wanted to take him down.
They couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was there right in the end zone that he scored in.
I was watching the game. I can't
Very
remember
good.
where, but I remember going, "Oh snap!" Like, oh shit.
Well, that game was awesome because going into it, I still have the newspaper clipping, like the Seattle Times from before and after the game. And they're just talking, should the Seahawks even be in the playoffs? Do they deserve to be at home? Because we finished with a 7-9 record, right? And then, we were 11.5-point underdogs. Like
Mm-hmm.
winning outright. So that was awesome.
Tommy, oh, Kobe, you're on acid or something, Dane.
Just remember, you hear it here first. I'd like to sweep the division, and I want the Niners to win the NFC West. But watch out for the Cardinals. If their only 2 wins are against us, guys, remember, I said it here first.
Let's see. I will say this: Kyler Murray. I don't know. He's not starting week 1. We don't know when he's going to return. Their safety wants out. Their receiver wants to be traded. They just got a new coach, new system, new everything. Now they did beat us with Colt McCoy because those guys remind me all the time.
Bro, they beat us with Colt McCoy too. It pissed me off.
But
so
I
bad.
don't think they're gonna sweep us. They might win 1 game, but they're not gonna sweep us.
The Seahawks are 0-3 against Colt McCoy. You know how embarrassing that is?
Damn, you serious?
Oh, man, maybe we should sign him as a backup.
You probably should.
No,
He beat us in 2011 with the Browns, 2021 with the Giants. Or no, 2020 with the Giants and 2021 with the Cardinals.
Steve-O said he left out Robbie going to Arizona.
That would be the camel that breaks the back, man. If Robbie goes to Arizona, you imagine
Brian,
that?
what do you see in the Cardinals though?
He's
I
a
see
homer.
nothing.
He's a homer.
They changed their uniforms. I think they're gonna have a really good vibe this year. You know, they're talking about
Brian's going on one of his like little moments of this, so we just indulge him.
The Browns changed their uniform when they drafted Johnny Manziel too.
yeah.
This
they
is
change
like
like every
this
year,
is
though. That's
equivalent
how
to going out to a field with a stick shaped like a horseshoe, or not a horseshoe, but like a wishbone, and walking around and trying to find water. You ever seen somebody do that? Go out with a stick, wait for the
I've
stick to shake, and then that's where the water is. You dig right underneath it.
I see that one time.
No, I've never seen it.
They did not find water. Oh man. Brian, I have a suggestion. If Robbie Gold goes to Arizona, buy a lottery ticket. You will win the lottery.
If the Arizona Cardinals finish above 500, buy a lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Who's listening?
Okay. It says here, I have an article that says Robbie Gold is being a little picky about the next team.
He doesn't know what team he wants to go to.
I think the NFL is like saying F Robbie Gold. We don't watch it. I'm just playing. Sheesh.
There might be something to be said to that. Other teams might be like, look, we don't want to hear about him in his fucking hotel room.
Hotel room. Wow.
Well, he acted like that was such a horrible thing when he could have done so many other things. It's not like other players don't go through the same thing.
Oh man.
It says Go has yet to sign with a team, but it doesn't sound like it is because of lack of interest. Go told NFL media that he is prioritizing being close to Chicago home and a chance to win as he consider the next step. Obviously, I want to play closer to home. That's one of his things. So
Closer to home, you can get you can get anywhere with a plane. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna drive 4 hours instead of just taking a flight 4 hours? Like, what is the? Where are you gonna win? Where are you gonna win? That's close to Chicago. That's
See, like,
ready to win.
yes, Chicago. They're not winning the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to say that. The Lions, that's also nearby Chicago. They're not winning the Super Bowl. The Vikings, which is also nearby Chicago, they're not winning the Super Bowl. I don't know what's going on with the Packers situation, but they're not making the Super Bowl. So you can't go into the, your surrounding area. If you want to win, the Niners have a team that's championship ready. There are a lot of teams in the AFC. Kansas City, you can get a ring there. So
They got a
Have a
kicker, though,
kicker.
you know.
I'm just confused. He turned down the money in San Francisco. No one has reached out to him. If you really look at the kickers that are on the street, he is the best. So what does he want? And if he wants to play in Chicago, he's not going to win a title. So I'm very confused what he wants. Because now he's not now personally, in my opinion, now he's acting like a grown brat. Oh, I want all my demands. I want the Bears to have a Super Bowl team. So I'm lost. This guy's 40 years old. What do you want? I'm just.
and in his article, he's saying that he would love to sign with the Bears, but the Bears already got them a kicker. So
Yeah,
And we
I read
all
that article
understand
too.
this, so I don't know why he's even saying it.
I think it goes back to like what we were talking about earlier. Is they're waiting to see what happens after the draft to see who they have to restructure and how much money they can free up. Because I don't think they're against paying him $3 million or $4 million for 1 or 2 seasons. I think they just want to make sure they get everybody else signed first. We only have $3 million right now we're dealing with, and what 100 grand comes off when our rookies get signed. So we're going to be like around 2 million something. So
yeah,
we'll find out here shortly.
Mhm.
and
If he
then
signs-
having the Aaron Rodgers saga with
Oh, my.
Friday night making moments. Clock strikes 12 on trade Aaron Rodgers from the Packers to the Jets. It makes sense for the team to resume their communication. via report of NFL media. I am rep report. Team busy and re-engage potential Rodgers talks. A deal not intimate. Two sides are at least talking. With hopes a deal can finally be done this week. Rep tweeted.
Hey, my phone turns off. I come back because it's saying my phone's getting too hot again. It's been doing that lately. I don't know why.
I told
I'll
you
just
need to invest.
David, go get your pea cup and just kind of set it down so it's leaning up against it, buddy.
Oh, no, not tonight.
David Corona.
Yes, sir.
So you need to invest in a laptop or something, computer.
Yeah. I'm looking at a tablet right now. I'm probably gonna get a tablet.
Yeah. So I'm reading an article from, from USA Today, from the Bears Wire. Robbie Gold was asked potential on reuniting with the Bears. He says, "I'll do it in a heartbeat." And I'm not going to read the whole article, but it's basically my point. He does not want to play in San Francisco, but he wants to be on a Super Bowl team. And he was asked this, and I remember when they offered him the franchise tag, and it was $5.45 million. A week later, everyone is like tweeting and dropping videos. Robbie Gold is gone. He's going to test the market out. And when you turn down that money before we sign anyone, before we sign Hargrave, why? So I was like, all right, this dude wants money. He wants to be paid. So all these articles are coming out. Even some of the content creators are saying, yeah, Robbie Gold, is being forced by the Niners to stay here. He doesn't want to be here anymore.
Come
Hey, I'll be back.
on.
I'm gonna turn my phone off and I'll turn it back on. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, so I find this article says 5 players 49ers are counting to make a big strides during 2023 season. Who do you think them 5 players are? David McNiner? Who do you think them 5 players are?
5 players that we can trade.
No. 5 players 49ers are counting to make a big stride during 2023 season.
Wow. I haven't actually read this article, number one. So I'm honestly thinking Spencer Burford, Trey Lance, Danny Gray, who else? Demo Lenore, and
Where'd you put the tune tank in?
trying to think here.
Joe.
I'm gonna throw Javin Kinlaw in there because
You put the tune tank link in the chat of the chat of the show. Sorry.
I did.
Yeah.
I tried to call in, but nobody was listening. So
You put the tune tank in the live chat bar. That's out.
Of our show?
yeah,
Yeah.
just go back and delete it.
Yeah, just go back and delete it.
I didn't know I did that.
You know what's funny? I was going by and I saw that thumbnail and I was like, wow, that's a good thumbnail. I should take notes. And I looked at it and it was the one I made.
Dude, it's not there.
You go into the thing. Oh, now it's gone.
What?
All right, I'll
Shut
check.
up.
Okay,
It was
Brian, Cup, same
Fine.
question.
5 players that need to step up
Yeah,
that are currently on the 49ers. We need one of our quarterbacks to step up. So I'll say Trey Lance needs to step up. I think we need Deebo to step up this year. He was a little hurt last year. He didn't have the same energy. I think Fred Warner should step up. He's great, but we could get, a little bit more out of him. Hey, I'll take it. Trent Williams is really good too. So I'm going to ask him to step up because he's a leader on the team. And then I'd like to see
Why is he stepping up?
well, so did you see the reports last year about him, supposedly giving the play away and stuff like that? And I know he's got a lot of heart and stuff. So if you are given 110%, right, and then you give just that much more, then somebody else on the team might be like, "Damn, this guy's really, really locked in. I'm gonna feed off of that energy." So that's what I'm hoping for, is like some kind of good vibes, because when you are the best at your position, you are the best, but you can always be better, I think. So, and then the last player I would want to see step up is like Mitch Wisnowski. I'd like to see him throw like a touchdown or something, or run one in. Fakes
Okay.
can happen. Fakes can happen, and I'm excited. So, those are my 5, Corey.
Okay. Ryan, what players you think they counting on in 2023?
I'm counting on Drake Jackson, Diamador Lenore, Jordan Mason, Spencer Burford, and Mike Brendel.
Okay. John Jay.
All right. So from the bottom to number one that really has to step up, I'm gonna go with first Flanagan Foles, Demetrius Flanagan Foles. With Aziz gone, it looks like he's the number 3 or the second outside linebacker with Dre Greenlaw and of course Fred Warner in the middle. I've been saying a lot of positive things about him. So hopefully, he does, show that talent. So I have him in number 5 because, again, the Niners do run. We're not running 2 linebacker sets, no more 3 linebackers. But if they go back to the third, Flanagan Foles. Number 4 on my list, I'm gonna go with Colton McKivitz. He's basically going to be possibly, if we do not address the right tackle, he's the guy. We do got a lot of players that we're going to be signing for camp bodies in the next couple of weeks, all the way to OTAs. So Colton McKivitz, hopefully he can step up and take that right tackle. We've been looking for someone at that right side. McGlinchey was like a roller coaster. Hopefully he can be just a bit better. Let's see, number 3. I want Deebo Samuel to step up. I know I have a lot of positive things I say about him, but just because I have a lot of positive things to say about him doesn't mean that I want him to be that average wide receiver behind Brandon Ayuk and even Kittle, who's also a pass catcher. I want him to get that number 2 or number 1 role because he's being paid a lot of money, and his contract next year. So basically, this year will hit that $23 million per year mark. So he's gonna have a lot of expectations with that new contract. Number 2 is someone who I want to see. It's a toss up, but I'm gonna go Jordan Mason. There's a lot of hype over this kid. Everyone's talking about how good he can be, that Kyle needs to give him the opportunity. He does need to start the block so he can get that opportunity. And number 1 is Trey Lance. I know I'm a big proponent for Trey Lance being on this team. I want him to win that job. I want him to show me that he was worth that 3rd overall selection and the draft picks that we did, invest in him. So those are the 5 players that I want to step up because they're very important. They're filling in important needs. And Deebo, again, he's a starting wide receiver. He has to step up. Colton McKivitz has to take that right tackle spot. Flanagan Foles, Jordan Mason, if he wants to compete. Because Elijah Mitchell, I'm worried about his injury concern. Of course, Trey Lance has to step up for me. Like, again, I say a lot of positive things about him. I'm not a Trey whatever, like that term people know, but I do want it. I want him to prove it to me. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold. I'm tired of the quarterbacks. Let's find one. Let's have him the starter. Let's have him play all 17 games, then the playoffs, maybe a Super Bowl, and do that year after year. I'm tired of, we got one good year, the quarterback blows everybody up. Everyone's all hype because I've seen this damn road before. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's Colin Kaepernick. I liked him, but the stuff behind his football, and then of course everyone, Alex Smith. So it's been a while since we've had a consistent quarterback who we can say, all right, we don't have to worry about that position for a while. So Trey Lance is the number 1 guy, has to step up for me.
Okay, mine's before I read tell you the article is Diamador Lenore, Dre Jackson, Thomas, and it's in Colton McKittrick
Mhm.
and Trey Lance. That's who I want to see step up their game. Now the article says Edge, Dre Jackson, Diamador Lenore, right guard Spencer Buford, defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw. I ain't think about him. Forgot about him. And wide receiver Danny Gray. That's their 5. Yeah, I agree with that too. Them 5, I would like to see step up.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
Take it easy. I know you got to get up for work.
All right, I'll see you guys soon. I'll see all of you soon, and then Corey, good luck on your vacation or trip that you're going on.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks for having me.
Peace out, yo.
Bye.
Later, Joe. Shoot.
Later, Joe. Oh, damn, I missed him.
Little Spongy.
Little Sponge.
Oh, I meant to ask Joe his 5 players on the Seahawks. But, well,
Darn. You can ask him next time when he's on.
okay. Let me see. Anything else? So, do y'all agree with the article about them 5?
Yeah, Drake Jackson. Yeah, I do want to see, if he is named a starter, how he does. Yeah, I agree with Drake Jackson.
Okay. I know we're so tired of talking about this. But I have a question because I was looking at this. It says 49ers make a big trade for Trey Lance in the 3rd NFL wire mock draft.
Niners do what?
Like they said, the Niners made a big trade. They traded Trey Lance to move up in the 1st round. And what do you guys think a team will have to offer us for us to trade Trey Lance like that so we can move up? What would they have to offer us? David McNiner?
To trade Trey Lance?
Yeah, what would other teams like Texans or Vikings or any other team out there have to offer the 49ers to trade him? For us to trade him, what would they have to give up?
Wow. Well, personally, I would want at least 2 first-round picks and Pro Bowl caliber player that's on a rookie contract. I know that sounds expensive, but
Mhm.
I mean, Trey Lance, the QB position's a premium.
Mhm.
And so far, we've wasted literally 3 years of the guy's rookie contract. I mean, that's, so unfortunate circumstances last year. There's nothing you can do about that. But, like the whole rookie season, choosing to, oh, we're just going to play Jimmy, knowing the kid needs playing time, we're just going to play Jimmy. That was the coach's decision. And it was a wasted year. We didn't win the Super Bowl. Last year, the unfortunate circumstances of him getting hurt against the Seahawks, that was terrible.
Hey, David.
Yo,
You remember Trey Lance had a broken finger, right? His middle finger got
and
broken.
he had a hurt knee.
But the knee didn't happen until after the Cardinal game. So maybe the reason he didn't start was because his finger was broken. And then when he did get in to start, they didn't really let him throw the ball too much. He ran a lot. Then he injured his knee, like you said. So he didn't play until the Texan game. So I would say, like, I can't really get behind had a wasted season, because if he was hurt and he was trying to rehab or recover from that, it's kind of hard. I wouldn't want the Niners to start a injured Trey Lance with his right hand, his throwing hand broken, middle finger broken. I know that's pretty hard to grip a ball.
We started Jimmy with a torn ligament in his thumb.
Yep.
I know he got a torn ligament later in the season, so I don't know if he started in the 2020 season or the 2021 with a torn ligament. I knew Jimmy needed surgery.
Yep. Well, and later in the playoffs, he got hurt against the Cowboys, and we chose to start him with a bum shoulder and a torn thumb.
Yeah.
Basically, that Thursday night football game against the Titans, Jimmy Garoppolo broke his finger, and it needed surgery, and for whatever the reason, Trey played. And I'm not saying the Houston Texans game he was perfect. There were moments where Trey Lance, showed why he's a rookie. But there are also moments where Trey Lance showed what he can do. So this is the debate. Why we still have this debate? He's good. He's not good. But during the game against the Rams, Jimmy played with that broken finger. When he went to Dallas, he played with that broken finger. He messed up his shoulder against, Dallas, and he played 2 more games, hurt. So Kyle Shanahan, who's the head coach, and again, I'm not blaming Jimmy, I'm not blaming Lance for them getting hurt. As a head coach, if you know one of your players has an injury and you're going to make them play out there, why? To spell that WHY with a question mark. Why? But at the end of the day, Kyle has, been, like Elijah Mitchell, his running back, in 2021. I remember against Minnesota, he had 27 carries. Against the Rams, he had 29 carries, and then he kept going in and out of the IR for whatever the reason. Kyle does this, and I don't know why I don't know if he does it on purpose, because I know no NFL player chooses to play hurt. I know that the will in them. So overall, like
John, a lot of NFL players play hurt because they know if they get hurt and they sit on the bench, their job could be gone. It's best man available. And just like what happened with Kaepernick, he started and he never gets the job back.
I get that. We had this discussion a million times already. I'm just saying that, again, I know players play hurt. Like, no NFL player for 17 weeks says, oh, I'm good, I'm ready. They get hurt. I know this. I'm not dumb. I'm just saying that it comes to a certain extent when you're playing with a bum shoulder and a messed up finger. Like when do you draw the line? Because I can tell you right now, the NFL did not give a damn when Tua got slammed twice back-to-back weeks with a concussion. So I'm just saying, does the NFL care? F no.
So what type what as a player, as an athlete, as a warrior, when should you take responsibility and for yourself and say, I'm not good and I can't start? The coaches aren't making you go out there and start. If you tell them, hey, I can't play, they might get mad, but it's your choice to play. So I think with Trey Lance, if we could get a first round pick, I think for right now in his career, I think that would be that's value. I think we're going to lose value by the trade and everything. But right now, with him not starting for the last 3 years and playing and him being as raw as he is, if we can at least get a first, I think the Niners would make that trade. I wouldn't make the trade because I would like to see what he do a little bit. I think we should keep him for the team for the season, but I think if they can get a first right now, I think the Niners would just take a first. I don't think we need a player. If we could get an additional player or more cap, like more comp picks later or something like that, then the Niners would be for it. But I think if the Texans or the Giants or the Jets offered a first round pick for him, or the Dolphins, I don't think the Dolphins have a first round pick this year. I think if one of those teams, the Titans, offered a first round pick, I think the Niners would trade Trey.
Ryan,
Yeah.
have you been hearing what we've been talking about?
No, I was scheduling tweets. What's up? Trade Trey Lance?
Okay, what would it take for the 49ers to trade Trey Lance? What would other teams have to offer us for trade for him?
I have no idea. It's so bad. Like, how do you? I don't know where they're at. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like, I personally don't think they do it. So that's why it's like, I think what they would ask for, because it would be inconveniencing them, I think would be more than what somebody would be willing to offer. I think realistically, a second and a conditional, let's say, third or fourth would probably get it done. But I think the fact that you don't know when Brock Purdy's going to come back, you can have Trey Lance, who's been in the system for 2 going on 3 years, and better than somebody who's been in there 2 months, 3 months. Well, it'll be like five months by then. So to me, I think it's a no-go. But if they were going to do it, I'm guessing the value that they would do it at is be a second and a conditional fourth. What I've heard makes sense too. Even though I don't think it's right or good, but it seems like that's out there.
Yeah. And again, I'm gonna look at this question as something different, because we've asked this question again and again and again. But when you're drafting a player, the first overall pick, it doesn't matter if it's quarterback, you're investing in what if. And the Niners invested in Trey Lance, what if. Every team does it. Like, just because they were elite in college, they dominated the college football, yada yada. That's why the transition from college to the NFL is still a difficult transition. So a team, again, and this is the thing that we probably don't understand, the value of what a team is desperate for. Okay? What a team is desperate for. Like, if a team's like, we want Trey Lance, we want to take him we want him. The Niners are not going to be like, all right, give us your first offer and we'll give them to you. That's not what you do. The same thing when the team, I don't want the first round pick. What is a team willing? That's why it's ridiculous what they give, like all these first round picks. The same thing for a 40-year-old quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, what the Jets are going to give. It's just ridiculous. So when it comes to Trey Lance, yeah, We haven't seen him play. We don't know what he can be, but there's that potential that he can be a really good athlete in the NFL. So if I'm a team and I call the Niners, I say, yo, we want Lance. What's the minimum that you want? Or, they can haggle. The Niners says, we invested, in him. We want him. What? And then just like when you negotiate, if you've never negotiated, don't negotiate with me. When you negotiate, it's not like, oh, this is the offer they want. The Niners know what they want. They're not going to tell you. And the Niners are going to basically haggle back and forth. I think what they're going to do is like, for, say, hypothetical for this draft, hypothetical, you give them a second round, a conditional second round, that if Lance does really well, that becomes a first round pick. Okay? That's probably the minimum. Or you can do this. Give us a first round pick, a conditional third round that turns into a second. Maybe give us a player or two. That's what I would say. But when it comes to the 49ers, I can tell you right now, if I had to bet money that I don't have, Trey Lance ain't going nowhere. I don't care. Anyone can give me a wonderful argument, but they can put a PowerPoint, whatever. It's not going to happen. But that's answering the question for Corey. Look at it in a different perspective. Okay. 75% of players drafted in the first round do not make it past their 4 years. 25% of those players make it to their 5th year of their contract. Every player is a risk in the NFL. So let's stop and slow down that. Just because Trey Lance is not playing, that he's horrible. We got to stop doing this, because at the end of the day, that's the track record. The majority of players that do pan out, become long-term starters, are late second round picks and early fourth rounders who become superstars, or how you fill up a roster, which will never change, is 5th round all the way to undrafted players. It's 52 players. You cannot have 52 first round picks. Just think that in your mind sometimes.
I think you painted a really nice picture there. We as 49er fans and the organization would like a little bit more money, or a little bit of the return that we put out there, our investment. We want to at least get some of our money back. And what Ryan was saying, and the reports I've seen too, say he's only worth like a second and a fourth. He's not worth the first. And I'm giving him a little bit more credit, saying, hey, if they offer us a first, let's take it. Sure, it'd be nice to see the guy succeed with the team, but if we're not using him and we're not playing him, the guy is very, very raw. He's won 1 game and lost 2 games in his career with us for 3 years. That's not his fault, right? Because it's a team effort. It's a team sport. So you all win the games, you all lose together, right? But he has been injured. And because he's been so raw, if the Niners are feeling like they're going to move off of him, I don't know. I mean, I think the Niners are going to take what they can get instead of taking a 0. And it'd really suck if he gets traded this year, but that's why I'm really excited for the next couple of days, because we're going to find out. If he's not traded in draft, I think he's going to start this year.
Yeah, I think they would have to offer the house to get Trey Lance. They would have to offer our 2 first rounds and stuff to get Trey Lance away from the 49ers. I don't think the Niners will settle for a second round, third round. They probably would have to, in the draft, Texas say, we'll give you our first.
Yep.
For him and this draft, and then next season we'll give you another first.
Yep.
Because Sam Darnold's a first round pick too, isn't he? And I know he's bounced around a couple of teams. And then Baker Mayfield, he's a first round pick too, right? And he's been around on a couple of years. So I think the draft selection doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a good player or not. You got to go to the right team.
And I'm going to start to say this because, again, YTC's friend, he's annoying. Well, because he doesn't like Derek Carr for some reason. I'm not saying Derek Carr, but the rare first round quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes went to a team that traded up. They were a playoff team. They traded up, and I think got the 10th pick and got Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has a 64-18 win record. He was a first round pick then. That argument, every first round pick should be 64-18. That is BS. He's had a good offense. Even before Tyreek Hill went to Miami, he had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, 2 targets to throw the football. Good players. they've had good offensive line and they had a great coach and a good defense. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is garbage because he has the skills to also carry a team, but he also has good team around him. Now let's take another quarterback who we talked about on Friday called Daniel Jones. His first 3 seasons was horrible, but many Giants fans who are big fans of him, he didn't have an offensive line. Saquon Barkley was hurt those years. Their coach was an idiot. Their defense was bottom 25, overall. Last year, he got a new coordinator, a new head coach. Barkley was healthy every game. The offensive line was rebuilt, and the defense, I wouldn't say, but they were up there in the top, in the top 20, and they made the playoffs. And Daniel Jones made his numbers, but at the end of the day, you still need a team around your quarterback. That's the reason why I'm not worried if it's Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, or Trey Lance. Why? Because we got McCaffrey in the backfield, Trent Williams on the side. We had 2 young guys in the front that were really good. And I don't need to say anything about the defense. And you can criticize Kyle for many of the decisions. He's a good coach, so I'm not worried. Trey Lance, if he plays subpar, we will win games. If Brock Purdy plays subpar, we'll win a lot of games. If Sam Darnold plays subpar, we'll win a lot of games, because I'm just saying it's not about the quarterback, it's about the team. So I wanted to say that because I'm tired of fans who are like Jimmy Garoppolo. He was trash, had a good team. Just want to point that out.
So if Jimmy Garoppolo is trash, what do you call CJ Beathard? What do you call Brian Hoyer? Because when we had those quarterbacks, they couldn't operate this team. They couldn't utilize the weapons.
But
Jimmy
Hoyer
comes in and starts playing backyard football, and we start doing good. He starts running Kyle's offense. He gets hurt. Then he comes back, and he's not completely healthy, but he takes the team to the Super Bowl. But he's garbage, right? Then he has another unhealthy season. Then he's on the team. We get to the NFC Championship, but he's garbage. And then, what happens now.
So Hoyer was 0-6, but he could throw the ball down the field. He was a bit more mobile because I'm not saying, but just watch his games. Okay, Beathard, he can take hits. That guy was like rocked around, and he would get back up, and he would take the hits. He would take the boom. He would take those slants, and he would get back up. But eventually, your body cannot. But I remember when Beathard was there, he was taking a lot of shots, and he got back up. So Beathard had the toughness. Hoyer could, extend the plays down the field. Hoyer could run. I'm not saying he was perfect. Nick Mullins was a guy who had a really good intermediate, little bit down the field guy who can play. I'm not saying he was like perfect, but when it came to Jimmy Garoppolo, like I did say he was trash, but overall, like, for whatever the reason, like, we won games with him. Those other quarterbacks had a little bit more better intangibles, but Kyle made all those quarterbacks really good. So when it came to the quarterback play, I wouldn't say that. Like, I want to see what he can do on a very bad team against the Raiders before I can change my mind. But overall, Kyle is a good play designer, so he knows how to design plays. So I want to give him some credit.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think the quarterback does matter a whole lot with this team. I think we have to have a quarterback that's solid or confident and can show confidence inside the huddle. For whatever reason, they were able to grasp to Brock Purdy. They haven't done that necessarily with Trey. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just his mechanics, or maybe I haven't seen it. Maybe they did, but he got hurt, and maybe that was just the whole thing. He got hurt too quick. But I think whoever's, lines up under center has to be confident with the team. And if they can be confident, this team will win a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so now, how y'all feel about Arizona new uniforms?
Anybody want to take?
I think
I'll
they're
go.
trash. They're go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Okay, so just like I said, the white uniforms have a bit of a Niner feel. I don't know if it just turned out that way. The red one is very weird with the Arizona. Like I think the word Arizona is a little bit too much, because I know sometimes they want to put like something to make the uniforms, and sometimes the word Arizona maybe was a little bit overkill. The black ones, for whatever the reason, like, oh man, like I know that they do have a bit of a black color scheme. It's not too much, but it doesn't really fit them. Like, so again, and of course Nike, they're trying to design uniforms, and I don't know what they were trying to do, but I read something from an Arizona newspaper. They said that they were trying to get some feel, like, mixing the 05 plus the current model that they had, like little. I don't know what they were trying to do, but I can tell you right now, in 05, that their uniforms were not like that. And the recent years, they've been using a lot of the black and red or the white and red. So I'm not trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do.
I think I read it last night. I might be wrong, and I'm trying to find it. But I think what's common, and again, I got to retry to find it. My eyes are burning out right now. But the 2005 season, I believe the Cardinals had white home jerseys, and I think that's what they're doing this year. So I think their white uniforms are going to be their home uniforms, if I read it correctly. I could be wrong. If anybody in the chat seen my article that I'm talking about, maybe can correct me. But that would be kind of an idea. You see the black uniforms and red uniforms on the road, but then when they go and play like us or something like that, what are they going to be? A black team versus a red 49er team?
Well, you can't just go on the road and wear your dark colors.
Cowboys do.
No, they don't,
Mm-hmm.
unless somebody makes them.
They're
So
the only.
it's the home team who gets to pick what jersey or what uniform they want to wear, and then the other team, the away team, gets the opposite of that. See what I'm saying? And they could do alternates, but they do the alternates at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As far as, unless they do like a throwback game where one does the throwback, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the Cowboys are the only NFL team. I don't know why they're are allowed where they wear their white at home and white on the road. They rarely wear their I don't know if it's silver or blue. I don't know what
they're blue ones. And sometimes teams will wear their whites when Dallas comes to play them, because they want them to wear the blue ones because they don't like wearing the blue ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
okay.
the NFL, yeah.
Shit.
So the Arizona Cardinals uniforms. Have you guys ever heard of the term polishing a turd?
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's what I gotta say about that.
Polishing turd. Yeah. So I found out in 2010 that the NFL basically exempts the Cowboys. They can wear whatever uniform they want. They don't have to wear. I don't know why it's set up that way, but one day I was watching a Cowboys game, and they were at home, and the Giants were supposed to wear their white ones, and then they said, "Oh no, the Cowboys!" So they had to go and wear this weird red, like all red, and their helmets was also red. So I don't know if they had their regular blue, and everyone was wondering, why are the Giants wearing this weird red in the Cowboys? And then they basically had to explain the rule. I think they moved to, because the Cowboys are from Kansas City, and then they moved to Dallas in the 70s. And since they've been in Dallas, they have been exempted to wear any dark uniforms for whatever the reason. So That was weird. Like I don't even think I'm gonna ask Mr. YTC if they ever wear those red, uniforms. The Giants.
I don't think that's right. The Houston Texans moved to Kansas City and become the Chiefs. The Dallas Cowboys were always in Dallas, I believe.
No, they were in Kansas. Trust me. Just Google it.
Okay. Because the Texans moved to Kansas City. They used to have a Texas emblem on their helmet. It was a red Texas helmet. Oh.
Yay!
Ryan, did you get my email?
I got your email. Yes. I'm waiting to finish up my own before I send them all over. You know what I'm saying? I haven't made mine yet.
Okay,
I still have another.
Sure.
Yep, and I'm also
Yes.
going to take care of update the website, and then tomorrow I make an intro for the draft day shows.
It says right here, the Kansas City Chiefs originated in Dallas and were originally named the Dallas Texans to counter Lamar Hunt in the new league. The NFL expanded to Dallas and named the Dallas Cowboys. Both teams started playing in 1960. So unless there was another franchise, because I like getting into the history too, and like I've said it a couple times, like the New York Giants have started over a couple times.
See, I was watching Tom Landry's Football Life. I love those series, and he talked about when they were in Kansas City, but then for whatever the reason they got kicked out, and then they went to Dallas. But one of the years he coached, it said the Kansas City Cowboys or whatever. So
yeah, if you can find the article, send it to me because I'm reading the opposite. So
yeah.
Dallas
Anyway, who cares about the Cowboys?
Dallas moved around. It's fun though. It's fun because like that's how like teams get their team fans and they get the quirks about them and stuff. And I mean, how funny is that? A Texas team moves to Oklahoma and still has the state on their helmet. I mean, could you see a California team move into like Nevada or Florida and still having like, how about the Golden State Warriors move into like New York City and still being the Golden State Warriors? That don't happen.
Well, the Warriors are from Philadelphia, so yeah, we still have that name.
Can y'all tell me who jersey I have on?
All right, I see number 31.
Is it
No, wait.
Mostert?
Huh?
Yeah, 31.
Is it Mostert?
Raheem Mostert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Corey has all these jerseys. I'm like, God damn, I need to get me one.
I started to put on Kinlaw, but I said, nah, I put on Kinlaw. So I got this jersey from Night of Sickness. And then I got that Kinlaw one for my Night of Sickness.
Yeah.
Most of my jerseys came from Night of Sickness. But there's one I got from this guy named David Chin. Because he gave it to me for free. He said, if you advertise my stuff on Facebook, I'll give you some jerseys free. And so that's what I did. But most of my jerseys I got from Night of Sickness.
If I remember, I don't know, when I met him, I think like 2 years ago, he said that he also made jerseys.
Yeah. And yeah, but I had to give one jersey away because he sent me the wrong one. It's not Night of Sickness, David Chin. He sent me a free jersey. I wanted a Nick Bosa. He sent me his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at the jersey and I said, no, not him. What's his brother's name?
Charger jersey?
Huh?
He sent you a Charger jersey?
Yeah.
Charger jersey.
So what I ended up doing, I said, he never did get the chance to send me a Nick Bosa jersey because he told me he was gonna send me one,
Yep.
but he never did. So I like CMC jersey, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about what I was wearing? That was a hoodie that I wore today. I took it off and took it bath, took it off.
Yeah, I like that one. I seen it on Facebook. I want to
Mhm.
get one. I want to get a personalized one. Those are cool. They have a zipper. They got a hoodie. They got a pullover. That's
I
cool.
remember I grew out of it. I went to Champ Sports. Yeah, Champ Sports. And they had a Patrick Willis. It was like a t-shirt jersey combo. So basically it wasn't a jersey, but it was like basically it had like a t-shirt feel, but they put the numbers like the jersey numbers, like it looks like they stitched it on the front and the back, and then they stitched the name on. And I was like, man, this is pretty cool. So I bought it, and they were like, oh yeah, we are been getting this from Adidas. Adidas was making these jersey t-shirt combos. So it had like
All day I dream about sex.
What?
Adidas. Shout out Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Corn.
So,
Corey, you know about Adidas? The abbreviation?
You know about corn?
I didn't know. I was I used to wear Adidas a lot.
Yeah.
When I was a kid because I wanted to be like Run DMC.
Yep. And you were dreaming about sex all day long.
Tony says, hey, maybe by wearing the Kinlaw jersey, it might send him good juju. Start playing better.
So the cashier was saying that those jersey t-shirt combos was like flying off. It was like they were flying off. They had Patrick Willis, they had Navarro Bowman, they had Frank Gore, and I forgot who was the other player, but yeah, the Navarro Bowman, the Frank Gore, and there was another player that was not. So I don't think it was like someone like a star of that era. So I bought that for only $20, and then I started wearing it around. And they're like, hey, where'd you get that? I said, I went to Champ Sports, and they were selling it. And then we found out that they were doing like a promotional because Adidas was trying to promote, their jerseys. They were trying to like I think the NFL tried to do like a little sponsor, but apparently it didn't really work. So if you ever are able to find one of those like jersey t-shirt combos, it's like very like limited, very limited. It looks like a jersey, but it has like a t-shirt like flare, like the like so it doesn't have the jersey, fabric, but it has a t-shirt, but it looks like it was like $20. And so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw. What's up, Crazy Juice?
What up, Crazy Juice?
He said the band Corn.
Yes, the band Corn. Adidas.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something.
They have a song. They have a song they sing. It's called Adidas.
And see, I heard the band Korn that they were on a TV show, but that's all I know about that band.
Let me see. Oh, but I gave that jersey. Know who I gave that jersey to?
Who?
This guy. He's the leader of this group. I knew he was a Charger fan. So I said, man, what size jersey you wear? He told me, and I said, well, I know this might be too big for you, but I got that brother's name? What Nick Bosa's brother's name?
Joey.
Joey.
Joey Bosa, Jersey. He said, shh, and you can have it. All you need to do, if you feel comfortable, is DM me your address, and I'll send it to you. He said, how much it's going to cost? I said, nothing. It's free. He's like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. He said, man. He said, I don't care if it be too big for me. Anything free is good. I can't complain. Let me see. Anything else? Any news? Any 49 news that I haven't heard of?
No, it's other than the drama at quarterback. Oh, yes. Tomorrow, John Lynch will be speaking, so we'll have that. Yeah.
Okay. So just John Lynch, no Kyle.
As far as I know, it's just John Lynch.
Okay.
I think Kyle might talk the next day, if I heard correctly, but I'm not positive on that. Let Kyle come out and say, John will come out and say, we're taking offers. And then Kyle will come in and say, we're not taking offers.
Right? Man, clip that. Clip that. That might be totally 100% true.
And then
It might be Kyle going, look, I'm with the uncertainty of Brock coming back on time, I am not going to want to trade away Trey Lance right now unless somebody just blows us away. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be the narrative, I feel.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling it. So,
let me see. Anything else? Boy, I'm gonna see the first draft of the Thursday. I'm gonna miss Friday's draft because I'll be on the road, in the airplane flying, and I'm gonna be saving my phone. I'm not gonna, even though I could pull out my cord. They might got somewhere on the train, on the plane.
You go pull your cord out?
I mean, y'all know I haven't flew for a long time. Do they have anything where you charge your phone up on the airplane?
I don't know. It's been a couple years since I've flown too. Like, I know they have it like places like wall outlets that you can charge your phone at. I don't know about in the plane though.
Yeah. Have you flown an airplane? Or any David McNiner and Ryan?
yeah, I've flown a couple times. I've flown to Washington a couple times. I've flown, Portland, Oregon, then drove into Washington. I've flown to Chicago, South Bend. I've flown to, I flew out of Tennessee to LAX. I was in the airport where Kinlaw yelled, not the same day, but there's a bomb. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Kinlaw?
No, I'm sorry, not Kinlaw. It was my other favorite guy.
Alden Smith.
Thank you. I was going to say it. But yeah,
Oh my goodness.
LAX, the same airport he did that at, and I got to fly up to San Francisco to Millbrae, and that's where the airport's at. I got to fly up the coast of California right there with the water. That was really cool because every time I've flown up to Washington, it's always been over land. So I thought that was really neat. Yeah, I haven't flown for a couple years though. It's probably been since 2009 or 2010 since I've flown.
Okay. Now I was going to ask you, do you know about they got anything you could, on the plane that you could charge your phone?
Oh, that's my grandma. She just flew this weekend, and I'll tell you tomorrow. Try to find out, get you that, because she flies all the time. So
Yeah, the funnest part is taking off. Yeah.
Yep.
And when you land and they're actually stopping, those are the funnest parts.
The fun part for me is landing, because then I know I'm safe. Going up, ooh, I'm scared.
Hey, flying is safer than driving. That's a fact.
I know everybody said that. My daddy even said that. And my brother said that. But what I'm thinking about is, see, the car crash, it's like, boom, it's there. But the plane dropping out that sky, you got time to think about it. Worried about it. Yeah.
so if you're gonna go, you want to go quick. You don't want to think about it. Yeah, I don't want to have to think about it either. Like looking at my arm laying there and I start to bleed to death or something like that. No, just blunt force to the head. Take me out early. I'm good. Like you said, car crash, boom. Don't let me sit there and then die of some agonizing pain, like getting bit by a cobra. I'm not Chuck Norris, okay?
But I do like when I flew, looking out the windows, looking down. I can look down for a little while, but then I have to go back like to say, oh, okay, that's enough for a minute. I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful when you're up there, beautiful looking up at the plane when they going up from the ground. But when you on it, you be like, oh, Lord. I remember my first flight time, my daddy scared the humongous out of us. He told us, me, my sister, and my brother, we were going to Louisiana like I'm doing now. And he told us, oh, the plane gonna go do like this. It's gonna get to the runway and it's gonna go, whoa, like that. So everybody else in the plane sitting relaxing and going on. Me, my brother, my sister like this. Tilted up in the seat, ready to feel the pressure of the plane going that fast. And we sit there like this. People are looking at us like, what is they doing? And then also the plane went, start speeding up. We're like, Daddy, you got us again. You probably wish you had a camera in so you could see us and say, gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
But
yeah, Tony brought up a good point, Corey, and I'm pretty sure everybody does it. It's fun. When you get on the plane, they have like a tunnel that you're walking through. The door's only so big, but the tunnel's bigger. So you can get up to the side of the plane before you step in. Just touch the outside of the plane. It's supposed to be good luck. So
See,
I always do.
I have never been on a plane in my whole life, which is very sad. Which is so sad. Now, I'm not a big fan of being up in the air. I'm a little bit what do you call that when you're
Scared
up?
of heights?
Yeah, scared of heights or whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm scared of heights, but I'm not scared. Like I've walked on top of a house. I've walked on top of a house before, but yeah, I don't really like being up at very high, elevations for some reason. But yeah, I've been on top of on a 15-story apartment at the top before, so yeah. I've been up like 4 stories painting a building before, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of being up that high.
now, I said I watched the wrong movie Friday at my Dallas I said, why I'm doing this? Why I'm watching this movie?
What movie was it?
Final Destination.
Oh, oh God.
Oh, those movies.
I was like, oh shoot, why I'm watching this movie? I'm gonna be on a plane next Friday. While I'm looking at this.
Oh man, I I got a funny story. Like, so I'm working at this facility nobody wants to work at, and they had a Friday night movie, and when they found out the movie was Final Destination, like 80% of the room left for whatever the reason. Oh, I ain't watching this movie. You know, I believe that superstition stuff. Like a lot of people were really scared of watching that movie. I had to be in there to supervise and pass out popcorn. For anyone who wanted to eat the beverages and the snacks. As the movie went on, I just like, all right, I forgot that I was working, and then eventually I dropped my cell phone on the ground. It didn't break, and then I looked up. There was only 7 people left in the theater with 100 chairs. And then I was like, all right, looks like nobody wants to watch the movie. So I turned it off, and it's, oh, can we go? Yeah, you guys can go. And then the community director was like, where's everybody at? Before we put the movie on, they all left because they didn't want to watch. He said, oh yeah, for whatever the reason, they don't like watching this movie. So they said, you can go. We'll still pay you. So I got to go home like 2 hours early. So
I don't know what I actually that movie. The first time you watch that movie, it's pretty good, but then the sequels come out and everything kind of becomes predictable.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. I got scared one time on the when I got my bike accident and they put me on the helicopter. And I'm sitting there, they put me in. I never heard them close the door, because you went through the back of the helicopter like this. They put you in. I'm like, I didn't hear no door click. I hope they shut that door, because I'm like thinking, what if they shut the door and I go flying out? They be like, oh! I'm like, y'all shut that door. They like, calm down, sir. We did close the door. It's locked. I ain't hear nothing click.
mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna hear nothing click over the engine. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I like to hear a click.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I was in a bike accident in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Bicycle, not motorcycle, bicycle. And I ride my bike. I said, you know what? I'm going to ride it all the way home from CC College. Because I said, it's a nice night. Usually I just get on the bus, put it on the bus, then get off on trail on San Pablo, ride the West Way, because I had people trying to follow me home on walking, and I had to ditch them. So I said, I'm going to ride me a bike, get my break, and then get off, and then ride it home. But that night, I decided it was a nice night. I'll ride it all the way home from there. It's like maybe 4 or 5 miles away from the college my house is. And I was like, so I got on my bike at the bus stop and I said, told one of my parents that used to the class with me, goodbye. And next thing I remember is looking up at ambulance, firemen, police, all standing there looking at me. I'm laying looking up at the sky, looking at them, and they asked me, do you know what happened? I'm like, no. And then they asked me, do you know where you at? I looked around again. I said, I'm at CC College. And they said, okay, so you sure you don't know what happened? I'm sure. Only thing I can remember was I was riding, I left the bus stop, and I said bye to one of my parents. And next minute, I'm looking at y'all. They said, what happened looked like you hit a couple boards. It was a tree limb on the ground. It looked like you ran into that and flipped off your bike and then ran in the back of a car. I started, oh man, I might have put a big dent in that car. And then they said, no, you didn't. If you did, no one would know because it's a abandoned car. Car's already got a whole bunch of dents in it. But don't worry about the car. Let's worry about you. And I'm like, oh, Lord. They say, I think because you hit so hard because your backpack is so heavy. Yeah, it's filled with books, my school books. And I'm like, ugh. So they said, so I said, ooh, I need to call my daddy. They said, what's his number? I gave him the number. They called for me. And then they took me, ooh, it's hard to find my veins because I have moving veins. So the paramedics tried to stick me there when I was on the ground, tried to put an IV in me. And then they got me in the ambulance. They were trying to put the IV in me. We get to Brookside Hospital where they meet the helicopter. And then they put me in the helicopter. And I had 2 dislocated fingers. And the ambulance driver in the helicopter grabbed that fan. I'm like, ah! He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And they tried to stick me all the way to, try to stick me into the IV in me. They couldn't do it. And then got to the hospital. They did try it. They couldn't hardly do it. But this old lady finally came in there, and I always trust old ladies, old nurse ladies, because they like to me like they veterans. They know what they doing. So I trusted them. They stuck me with the needles. She got it in her first try. But I'm like, okay, why I need an IV? I could go home now. I'm feeling okay. I could walk. And then, but I didn't know that my head was like almost this big. I was missing 2 front teeth like I still missing. Lips split. Had split right here. I'm numb right here. I can't feel things coming. And I'm like, I didn't notice till I went to the bathroom and started washing my hands, looked in the mirror like this and said, holy shit, that's why they not sending me home. Didn't realize.
All right, fellas, I got to hit the stack because I got to do that work thing early in the morning.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
Y'all have a good night. Thanks for having me, Corey. I always appreciate it. John Jay, take it easy, bro.
You too.
Ryan, good luck tomorrow. FedEx, good luck.
Thank you.
That. Hope everything goes well. Ryan, I like to see the no hat, bro. Let the flow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, but you got a full head of hair. You better show that off,
I A good buddy
Right.
told me, he gave me some good advice, so I'm taking him up on it.
Was it Lawrence? Was it Lawrence? Because he told me the same thing.
No, I don't kiss and tell, man. I'll just leave it like that. I don't kiss and tell.
Oh, you
It's a
don't kiss and tell.
All right,
Wow.
guys. Later.
All
Go
right.
Niners and
Later, dude.
go Niners and F the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, I'm
Oh,
still all jacked up about the mascots, man. I've been finding so many wild mascots. It's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
Mascot Part 2 episode coming soon.
Yeah,
I
I got
mean-
hit on the bike too.
The Raiders
Right.
got an ugly mascot. Ugly mascot. Looks like a ball with a bunch of spikes on it. I think we're gonna have to give our own rating. We're gonna have to view all the mascots, and then we're gonna have to give our own rating, like from worst to first, or I don't know. You can't say first, just worst
know.
to ugliest or something. I don't know.
Everyone's rating on everything is different. Like you may like a logo that better than a logo that I don't like. So it's like that term, like beauty is eye of the beholder. Like, because when I was in high school, we had this teacher. He said, I'm a beatnik, and we had another teacher who was like straight up like, button up, very like traditional. And they were really good teachers. It's just that they were polar opposites. They basically, he's like, you're too much of a square. He said, you're too much of a hippie. They would argue back and forth. But the point is that everyone is different. Like, because if we all like the same thing. So when I look at the mascot, and again, besides the 49ers mascot, of course, I'm gonna have that number one because they're my favorite team. But if I had to be unbiased and pick a mascot that I really, really like, I would go with like the Broncos, like the horse, not the puppet, the horse. And I would have that number one.
Well, I agree, but like that's the whole thing too. Like the animals, they can be mascots, but they're not like they're a different type of mascot, right? So you got to rate those as different. And I think I'm gonna have to do some research and find out how many stadiums actually have an animal for a mascot, because you would think that the Browns would have a dog. There's the Georgia Bulldogs. They have a bulldog, a real bulldog. So, and then there's actually a university. It's called Bryant University, and they're the Bulldogs. I believe they have a dog. So, I'd like to see it. Like I said, I think the Dolphins have a real live dolphin. The Broncos have a horse. The Chargers, they should have a horse, because if you think about it, they're a Charger too. A Charger is a horse, unless I don't know. They want to change their emblem to a lightning bolt or whatever. But I remember they used to have a statue with a horse. So, and the Seahawks actually have a bird that flies across the stadium. So I'm going to look to see if maybe the Falcons, because why wouldn't the Falcons have that? And everyone knows that the Titans have a raccoon living in the dumpster. So
I don't know, the Titans logo, in my opinion, is at the bottom because like it doesn't really have any like symbolism to what a titan is. The definition of a titan is basically like a ancient Greek. Basically, it's the story before the Greek gods, yada yada. And so, for them to have a raccoon as their mascot, it makes no sense. Another team, let's see.
Well, it does, because it's like we were saying earlier, it's the region that they're around, so the conditions and the things that those people are into. Roadkill. They got a raccoon. They're in Tennessee. You scoop up a roadkill. People back there drive around with raccoon tails on their car. My buddy has an actual raccoon tail punched in the back of his trunk, and he drives around and looks like Fox or it's Tails, Sonic.
So, yeah,
That's a little much.
Shout out Liley, my buddy Liley.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Larry, but he pronounces it Liley. It's his accent.
Yeah. One more thing about my accident too. But I thought I was dreaming it until I talked to these nurses at the school that learning to be nurses. they didn't want to call 911 when they saw me. Because they said, because I was trying to find out what happened to me. Real happened, see if anybody knew. So I went to talk to them. They said, yeah, we were driving. All of a sudden, we see the bikes down. Then we drove a little bit longer. We saw a person under the car, underneath the car. And then we looked again. We said, wait a minute. He's not working on that car. He got a bike helmet on.
Oh boy.
And so they said they told me to stay down. I got up and I fell down again. But I don't remember that. But I do remember some ladies talking. But I thought I was dreaming. Saying, what are you doing out here riding this bike at night? But I thought that was in my dreams. It was, I guess, because I was out. But I don't remember getting up, trying to get up. And I'm looking at these companies, these lawyers talking about, oh, call us. And we can see what much money we get for you and all this stuff. I called that number. That was back in 2003 when they were doing all that too, advertising. And they told me, oh, sorry, sir. Only way we can help you if you do your own investigation and find out what time the college turn off the lights and stuff. And I went to the college and try to see would they turn off their lights. I remember they used to go off at about 9:45 or 10 o'clock. But when I went there that day, to check it out, oh, the lights stayed on till 11 o'clock, so they fixed their lights. That proof. And I wouldn't be able to find that tree limb because it's gone. They didn't pick that up. And then I went to the police station trying to get a report. They said, oh, maybe CCC College made the report. Police. I said, and I went to them. Said,
Contra Costa College?
Yeah.
I used to live in Contra Costa County.
And then I said, so whenever I see the TV stuff, I say, they did my brother the same way. He tries want to sue somebody, and they told him same thing. I'm like, y'all fake. Y'all only take on cases that y'all surely know y'all can win. Because y'all want to, if y'all know that y'all can't win, my case, I ain't gonna have to pay you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing about, the legal system. It could be better. That's all I'm going to say. It could be better. Yeah.
Corey, man, you had a good show tonight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went ride my bike today. Went out there and rode and got a lot of recycle. That's why first when I got back home, I was like, ooh, I need to go take a bath. We only got a few more minutes, about an hour or so before I had to go to my show. I said, okay.
Yep.
And I got in the bathtub, took a shower, got out, got dressed a little bit. Then I said, oh boy, please, computer, act right, please. Please. I know I'm pushing time. Usually I like to get you started 6:30 because I know sometimes you want to act up and then start acting up. I said, darn it, I'm gonna be late.
Mhm.
It's gonna have me difficulties. Now all this morning it was doing good.
Mhm.
All day it's doing good.
Yep.
But I said as soon as it knows I'm in a hurry, I want to do something. It wants to act up.
Mhm.
So before I cut off, what you have planned, Brian, for this week?
Me, no, I don't got too much going on just yet. I got to see what Tuesday happens. If there's anything available Tuesday and no one's streaming or anything, I might try to do a live then. But I need to take my daughter to her meeting. She goes to her Job's daughter meetings, but I need to attend too. So I might not be available Tuesday. And then I think Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm going to be trying to do something with Ryan and Joe and Darwin. And Friday we'll have our nighttime stream. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I just set up the show for Friday night.
Cool. And I stole your description. I cheated a little bit. I didn't write everything out, so a lot of my videos now have descriptions in it of people who's been in. I got to go back and add a couple of people's descriptions when they've been in the videos and I've missed them. But appreciate you, Ryan. You've helped out a whole lot. I've been taking a lot of your tips that you have been giving and not necessarily been telling me, but I've been learning. So, but yeah,
Oh,
then Saturday and Sunday I'll have a show. I'm trying to build a nice panel again for Saturday and Sunday show, and everybody I'll send out the links to everybody. And at least Saturday we should have something to talk about. We should have something to talk about, and Sunday we'll go from there, and then yeah, just keep going from there. I'll be staying up on you guys, finding out what you guys are doing, and hopefully staying entertained.
Okay. Ryan.
oh, what am I doing? Oh, I got a show Monday with Big Mac Sports, and then right after that it's Niner World Order, and then Tuesday I believe we'll have Niners and Friends with Beto from Niner Sickness and Mariah from Mariah 49er Faithfully podcast. Then Wednesday I think I'm going dark mode on Wednesday. I don't know if I got anything planned. Oh, other than trivia with Corey. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's all draft, baby. All draft all the time. So time for fun.
John Jay.
All right. So tomorrow, because apparently John Lynch is going to speak, maybe I'll react to what they say, which is the same old stuff, but so I'll do that. Tuesday is my final mock draft, but I'm going to be very realistic on this one, and I'm going to think like the Niners. So this is not going to be like me taking suggestions. So basically, tomorrow and Tuesday I'll be doing shows. Wednesday, I'm going to do like my final thoughts. Maybe I'll do like the fans, drop the topics in the chat, like question and answer. Then on Thursday, I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the draft. I'm not doing 3 hours or 4 hours. Friday, I got to figure that out as well. Saturday, I might reach out to Shifty and we might do the whole day 3 in our channel. So not sure if I'll be available on Saturday, but I'll update everybody what I'm doing this week. But I'm gonna be busy all this week on my channel, and then I'm gonna take a week off, and then on May I'm gonna start to lay out the format on my channel all the way to the start of the regular season and that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Okay. So, CG 49 Talk. With me, I'm like I said, I'm doing Wednesdays. I might be doing YTC and 40 Giants and 49ers trivia at the same time because might not because I think YTC is really busy on Wednesday, so it might just be 49ers.
Yeah, and this week YTC he's gonna do the All-Star Sports, so he won't be able this week. So I'm letting you know. And plus, he just moved to Atlantic City for a while, dealing with family stuff. So I will not have YTC. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, he's gonna be doing the draft, so he won't be able to do anyone's hangout show. So a little update.
Yeah. Well, I won't be Thursday. I'll be watching the draft. Like I said. But Friday, I won't be able to see no draft. Because I'll be going out to Louisiana. I won't get to Louisiana until about 10 o'clock p.m. Well, when I'm flying, my brother's distracted because I'm going to be going to Seattle first. And
Go
change planes from there.
Oh, wow.
I think I got an hour delay. Me sit there for an hour before I take off from there. And then I won't be doing no till after May 5th because I won't be back to May 5th. So I won't be doing till next May. I can't think what that Thursday gonna be.
The 6th.
No.
Okay. The 13th.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryant, check your DMs.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'll be just doing Wednesday. Yay. And because Thursday I'm gonna be packing and getting ready to go and watching the draft. So but y'all won't get the results of that show until May the 6th. May the 7th. Sunday I'll give the results of that show, of this third Wednesday show. And
All right.
pretty soon we'll be getting close to the end of the trivia, and then I have one.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it.
All right. That sounds good, Corey. Sounds really good. Can't wait.
So I want to thank everybody that came today. That came in, all my panel, all everybody. I'd like to thank everybody that was in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your support. And I'd like to thank everybody that got me up to 130 subscribers.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make sure everybody, I remember my first viewer. Who do you think was my first viewer?
Beto.
No.
Jay in the Bay.
No.
I don't know. I got to get out of here soon, so.
He's on my panel.
Oh,
He's
John
always in
Gray?
the,
David?
Me?
no, David McNiner.
Oh.
He was my first. David McNew when he was doing that. he was my first person in the audience.
Mhm.
So I remember y'all talking about, that before, that you only got, it seemed like it's crazy to have just one person. And I said, that's what with me. I just had one person. And I was I wasn't on StreamYard. I was just on YouTube. And it was hard for me to figure out how to bring a guest in on YouTube. I'm like, I'm copying the link and I'm sending it, but it's still not and let people in. So I was like, how do you do this? And then I got on CG, and when it ended and it said StreamYard, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a with account with StreamYard.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's what I did. And I said, yes, StreamYard is easy to invite people in.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Great
All
show,
right.
Corey.
Yep. So I'm out of here. Take it easy.
All right,
Right.
Ryan, good luck on your job tomorrow. Oh.
Mhm.
You must have to go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom too. So I'm gonna head out. John, it's always
Yeah.
fun talking with you.
You
Remember,
too, Brian.
it's all love. Man. We get emotional a little bit, passionate, but I feel like I push you and you push me a little bit to get the best out of each other. So
Yeah.
again, Corey, thank you for having me
All
on,
right, man.
and you keep in contact with me. And I want to know when you get back, and if I have anything going on when you are back and you're not streaming, you're always welcome. So, but I'm gonna hop out too real quick.
Yeah.
You guys have a great night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niners.
Go Niners. All right.
Yeah.
I got a few minutes left before I have to go. So whenever you're gonna wrap it up, it's appreciated. It's always great listening to you, Corey. Good stuff, man. You got always
Yeah.
great stories. Yeah, but I'm gonna be
Yeah.
out in a minute or two.
Yeah, I didn't get to see your show today. I was charging up my phone so I could go on my bike ride. And every time I put a video on my phone,
Mhm.
it zaps my energy.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
so I said, oh, I'm gonna miss John Jay's.
Mhm. No worries, man. You don't always have to be there, but whenever you're closing the show, let me know because I gotta go have some dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I'm about to.
yeah. I don't mean to rush you, but I gotta be up in the morning. So yeah. But it's always good talking to you, man.
Yeah. Well, today I didn't get to do my intro, so I do it at the end.
Hmm.
Play my intro video
Yeah.
that you sent me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was saying, let me rush and go ahead. Because since I'm already late, I'm not going to do it. Just go in.
Yeah. All right. Now I gotta go, man. You
All
appreciate
right.
it. I'm out.
Well, yep. If you could, like I said, I want to thank everybody like Bebop Jones, CG, Steve-O, Tony Cup, Crazy Juice, Lil Spongy, Darren Raven, Joe Stevens, Jim Everett, Rudy, and I think I got everybody. Oh, Damien, And I believe I got everybody. I want to say Tommy. That's Tommy Huxley. Thank you. Come on. Where's my... Thank everybody that came in.